Welcome to the Arizona Wildcats Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley, joined by Bruce Pascoe. Bruce, it is basketball season. Arizona opens, well, it's sort of a weird game. It's not their first scrimmage, and it's not their season opener, but it's an exhibition game against Cal Poly Pomona Sunday at the new McHale Center. What are you looking for in that game, and what can we find out, if anything, from this team when they take on the Broncos here on Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's interesting because we're sitting around waiting and waiting and waiting. We've written a ton about this team. Everybody's been talking a ton about it, and we have not seen them only once in the red-blue game, and you can't really get too accurate of a judgment against that. The guys are going against each other. The defense is tired, and everyone's not playing it.
It's practice.
It's not the,
we're talking about practice.
It's a glorified practice.
Right.
This is a real game against a pretty good Division II team. And I think it's going to be a good test of where the initial process of how these new guys are working in and how are they going to look at. And, you know, it'll be really interesting to see. I think, you know, part of the key, the first key, of course, you look for, at least I look for, is just how does that rotation kind of looking early, and who's the first guys off the bench? What are they doing? Who's playing better defense? You know, and you can learn a lot by watching how he uses them early in this game, and you know how guys do. And
is there a player who you're the most excited to see?
Well, I think Stanley Johnson's interesting. I've seen a lot of him, but I haven't seen him too much in an Arizona uniform, so it'll be interesting to see how he continues to work in that dynamic, because as we all know, he's extremely talented and has the potential to be the leading scorer, or one of the leading scorers of this team right away. And it's just a question of how does he work in with everybody else, because there's only one ball and there's a heck of a lot of scoring talent on this team. So and Miller's kind of hinted towards that. There's a little bit of a process there as far as getting him, you know, and getting all the guys to work together on the same page. So there's that, and then there's a couple other new guys that I think, you know, Ristich we saw, and Craig Victor in that red-blue game played really well, and I'd like to see how they hold up in a real game like this.
You know, I'm really curious to see how Caleb Tarczewski moves now. You know, he's got this, he shed a bunch of weight. He's got, what's his BMI? It's something
7%, yeah.
7% body fat,
right.
Which is ridiculous.
Right.
You don't have 7% body fat.
No, as Miller, well, no, but as Miller said, he's 7 foot tall and he has 7% body fat, and there's not a lot of guys walking around the planet like that, which is true. And defensively, he's gotten better. He's a little more mobile, and yes, you're right. And it's interesting with Tarczewski. You know, it's a gradual thing, very gradual thing with him, and it's fun to watch. But you know, you know, he's not a guy that, you know, is going to come in and jump out at you. But he's gotten a lot better, and this year I think they're counting on him even more.
Absolutely, great stuff as always, Bruce. Appreciate it, and I'm sure we'll be checking in throughout the season.
Thanks a lot. It's great to get going finally.
Absolutely. Let's see them play somebody else. That'd be really good. All right, for Bruce Pascoe, I'm Ryan Finley. This is the Arizona Wildcats Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. We'll see you next time.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.